Driving into Colorado, I was hoping to catch the last of the autumn beauty, to see the trees as they changed color, and to experience again the coziness of mountain life in the fall. Because I've been traveling around so much this last year, I've missed the cold fall and winter months, which has led me to appreciate it a little extra this time around, especially in this beautiful state.
Hello and welcome to beautiful Colorado. I am barely catching the last of the trees. Oh, but it is so beautiful. I love it. It reminds me of falls up in Canada. And it's just like winter's coming and it's time to just sip your tea by a fire and read a good book. But it's crazy to think that I am already like halfway through my cross-country road trip. I'm excited because it means I'm going on to warmer places, but I'm sad because it means I'm leaving the mountains behind. And I really like the mountains.
Now, I think it's worthy to note that before I came to Colorado, I was in Moab, camping all alone. And it was gorgeous, so there's a few things I want to catch you guys up on.
It has been a nightmare trying to find a camp spot. I went up the wildest road, and then I went to the most insane camp location where it's a ton of just wild dispersed camping, and they were all full. And so now I'm driving on this road to try to find another spot, and it might lead me to the same place I camped last night, which was beautiful. So just a little farther than I wanted it to be. I am currently in Moab. I spent the day in Arches National Park, and this camp spot is the most beautiful. It's gorgeous. The issue is it was really hard to find, and I hoped to be here an hour ago, but that's okay. That right there, those are the Colorado mountains. This is what my nighttime routine looks like right now as I'm road tripping alone down to Florida. Step numero uno is unpack. I really want a fire tonight, so I'm gonna go find me some kindling so I can get this puppy started.
I remember the first camping video I ever made for this channel. I was in Hawaii with a few girlfriends of mine, and we could not for the life of us start a fire. It's kind of fun to see the self-development after even a few months. Now I'm on my own, and starting a fire is a common thing for me to do. If I could have, I would have spent more time in Moab, but because of a deadline to get to Florida, I had to go on to Colorado sooner than I wanted to. So the next morning, I got an early start and headed to the Springs to see my good friend, Emily.
All right, so we're just in this store in Manitou Springs.
The Mountain Man store.
Yeah, the Mountain Man store.
Yeah, okay.
And he gave us this thing called a maple cake.
Yep.
It's literally so hard, I can't even.
Her family gave me a lovely place to crash for a few days, which, as you know, the offer of a hot shower and a laundry machine is irresistible to a truck lifer.
Hello and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are embarking on a rather hard, difficult hike. I have to say, this is the Manitou Incline. The Manitou Incline has how many steps? 8,000?
8,000.
Has over 8,000 steps.
Right?
Yeah, I can Google it.
Oh my gosh, okay, that's way less.
Thank you to this lady. It's 2,700 steps. And we're about to embark on this journey together, Emily and I. We're about to kill this.
Hopefully.
Or it'll kill us.
Yeah, one
of the two. So, before we go, I think we need to get in some stretches.
To put this in a bit of perspective, the Manitou Incline is comparable to hiking up the Empire State Building once, the Eiffel Tower twice, and the Statue of Liberty 6 times. So, no, this is really no easy feat.
"200 steps already?" All right, we are 3/4 of the way. This is my summit.
Bless you.
Excuse me. This was my summit snack. But I get it 3/4 of the way. How are you doing? You so got this.
You made it this way. There's no way you can't finish it.
We are pushing through. We are capable. Any famous words? Any thoughts?
Give me the microphone. I'm kidding. This.
Oh.
It looked like you were.
Ta-da! Last push, baby. We are at 2,500 steps. Only have 200 more to go. We are killing it. We did it. 2,768 steps. I would say that's a win. And just like that, I accomplished a hike in Colorado. I wish I could hang out here a bit more because it is beautiful. It is also cold and I don't really love van life in the chill. So anyways, that was lovely. I'm glad we did that and I will catch you guys back again later. Goodbye. Okay, it's definitely later. It is actually far too long later. I am now in Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, I'm not in Colorado anymore, unfortunately. I'm only really stopping through town to pick up a special guest who's going to be joining me over the next few days and also see some family and chat with them, which has been really, really nice, I have to say. Just having people to talk to is such a relief. Which brings me to the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. BetterHelp has over 30,000 licensed therapists that are just a click of a button away. All their services are online, so you can call them, video chat them, text them, truly however you feel most comfortable. BetterHelp creates a safe space for you to unpack all the happenings of your life. Someone to talk to, someone to give you good advice. Go to betterhelp.com/glorystories or check the link in my description. You'll simply fill out a little quiz and typically within 48 hours, they'll connect you with a therapist who has the same core values and beliefs as you. If you find that that's not true and you're not driving with your therapist, you can just switch. Easy as that. So once again, betterhelp.com/glorystories for 10% off your first month, and all the information is in my description as well. All right, let's go.
A big reason for why I needed to go home was simply to clear out all my stuff. You see, I have all of my goods from when I was living with Mr. Ford that I need to drop off at my house.
Cleaning out this truck is going to be much more than a one afternoon job. I'm just gonna tidy it up for the drive and then do a deep clean of it for Luke whenever I'm in Florida. Obviously, much of the stuff in here is his. I just need to figure out what's mine, take that out, and organize the rest of it so I'm not ripping my hair out on the drive.
Considering Mr. Ford is at its home in Montana and I'm close to dropping Luke's truck off, I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna get to live on the road again. So unpacking all my stuff is kind of final, which I really don't want it to be. Guys, I love this life, but I'm not exactly sure how to go through the holidays doing it and still seeing family. So in one sense, it's feeling like a goodbye for now.
So I was thinking about all the life experience I've had in only the last 3 months while I've been on the road. I started like the first week of August and now we're almost in November. And it reminded me a little bit of what I said when I first went out there. I was like, you know, I really don't know much now. I don't know much about vehicles. I don't know much about anything, but if I learn anything while being on the road, I want to learn how to be competent in those areas, you know, not be a complete imbecile. And assuming that much of you have followed along for the last few videos, I was a complete imbecile for a second there. And I do think I've learned a few pretty key life lessons on my time on the road. A few practical things like what to do when you hit elk, or practical ways to get yourself out of a sandy situation. But then I also think I've learned a bit more self-reliance and self-dependence. And hopefully I have, you know, matured and learned from my mistakes over the past few months. I honestly don't know the last time these sheets got cleaned. They're a little grody. So I've had this pop-up top for 2 weeks, and I have to say that I don't think I would ever do a pop top again. Reason being, I think a pop top is fantastic for a weekend warrior, but I don't think I would ever recommend someone who's like living in it for longer than a week or two. Reason is I find it considerably less safe. The act of having to pop the top and being here just means that everybody knows that there's someone who's sleeping up here. If they were watching and they saw that it was just
Me, it's a lot more sus. So having this pop top has not been my favorite, I have to admit. However, the good news is it's not my rig, and I don't have to like it because I don't have to pay for it. And so with that, I'm going to end the video here. Next week's is going to be a really good one as I'm driving from Kansas City to Florida. And of course, if you're still here, thank you. I hope you consider subscribing or hitting the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow.